What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be taking a look at a game called Gone Rogue. I've been hearing rumblings about this one, and it is proposed to be a strategy RPG about pulling off criminal heists, which sounds very interesting to me. One of my favorite games of all time was a game called Invisible Inc., which was roughly the same idea, just with like a clandestine organization doing spy missions to heist things and steal things. And so if this game is anything like that, or if it's got a little bit of a Silent Storm influence going on, I think it's going to be a title that I'm going to enjoy. So we're going to dive on in today for about 35 minutes, do some first impressions, and see if this is a game you wanted to play for yourself or a game that you wanted to pass on. As we go through, I'll try to point out things I like, try to point out things I don't like. The link to the game is down below in the description, and then on top of that, you'll also be able to find a link to my Discord and Twitch stream, just in case you wanted to hang out live. Let's go ahead and start on out. What is your name? Splat. We'll go with that slot right there, and we'll keep it on the normal difficulty, since I think that's going to be the entry point that most people play at. And let's get ourselves moving.
Senseless slaughter, lasting for decades, cannot but disfigure our whole world. The war turned the state into an ideal conveyor belt for turning people into cannon fodder. We didn't even notice how slogans overshadowed feelings. Orders replaced logic. Doubt became betrayal, and ideology became truth. It's the perfect time for the reign of hypocrisy and lies. But at the same time, I feel that the state is declining. Hunger, disease, suffering, and death. That's all I see around me. For me, sneaking around the streets at night in search of food has already become a habit. Although this time, I decided to act big.
A butcher shop on the very edge of the city slums. The owner is a rude, nasty type who sells meat of similar quality, but because of the surprisingly affordable prices, the shop is in great demand throughout the quarter. So we've got to rob the cash register, and if we steal more than 75 bucks, we'll be doing... Oh, we put on like a little thug mask right there, dude. Hell yeah. Ready to ride out here. Okay, we're about to do some business. It definitely has graphics that kind of remind me of Silent Storm. All right, so it looks like we can move around freely. And are like we encasing the joint mode right now? Over on this left-hand side, it looks like we've got some kind of indicator. During the robbery, you can meet neutral and hostile characters. Neutral characters are not dangerous, and you can sometimes chat with them, but hostile characters should be avoided. If you enter the viewing area of a hostile character, they will raise an alarm. Okay. Can I, like, pan the camera? I would like to pan the camera. This angle is very severe right here, and I'd like to be able to look a little bit further in front of myself, but that might be a balancing thing. So we can move the camera around like so. That'll work. That'll help. So now that we're across the street, we've got to avoid the patrolman. Can I run? Was life better or worse? Not the best time to talk. All right. During the robbery, let's see here. Oh, was I supposed to pick that up? Oh, it's a tutorial. Okay. So we can climb over fences and things. All right, let's hop the fence over here then. There's like a cop coming. We should probably get out of his eye line. Looks like he's carrying on to the left. Is he going to rotate, though? Like, what's he doing here? Do we have, like, a sound radius that we produce? I don't know if we do. Oh, you can only save a limited amount of times per level. Oh, that's intense. What a day. I think I lost my lockpick somewhere. All right. So we've got an interactive menu over here. Let's see if we can open up the door. That was actually exactly my thought. I was thinking maybe we could find some tools inside of here, like a crowbar or something. All right, so click on the item to pick up the nearest... There's a crowbar. I'm glad to see that the thing that I was looking for is exactly what existed. I thought this was going to be turn-based. I didn't realize that this was real-time. So if I use the Crowbie, I can get in there, but that cop's kind of close, and I've kind of preferred not to end up locked up right now. Like, I don't know, dude. I'm not built for prison, all right? I'm built for Cheetos. Oh, yeah, dude, that's kind of loud, but I'm glad that I waited till the cop moved by. All right, let's get this thing open. Come on. What else we got? Open the door on up. Is there like a button I can hold down for interactables? There is. So we've got a canned food. I'll take those. We've got another crowbar. More canned food. A lot of flies. Not very hygienic in here. We've got some wine. I could take that. The stove is unlocked. What does the stove do? Oh, you can check the stove, so maybe people can hide things inside the stovepipe or something later on. I saw something on the shelf over here, too. Another canned food. Do we have limitations on our inventory and how much we can steal? It looks like we can carry 35. Okay, so we've definitely got, like, weight limits that we've got to play around with. Where'd that cop go? Cop's over there. Let's get away from the windows real quick. We've also got a map, so I'm kind of wondering, are there other buildings other than the target that we can break into? Like, is it worth looking around the neighborhood to see? Oh, yeah, there's like a little note right there. There's like little lore things. That's pretty cool. So there's actually like a propaganda notice up on the wall right there from the state. It's kind of cool. What other stuff is around? Like, are there more things I can interact with? Because I love little things like that. Oh, yeah, look at that, dude. There's like a little missive right there with a new law, like a declaration, like a hear ye on it. Okay, I like it. So we can actually learn about the world if that's what we want to do here. This may be tough to break into. They don't hear me doing it. So hopefully I can get in here before he rounds that corner and we end up in the clink, man. I'm not trying to end up at Susie's house over this burglary. All right, inside. Oh, there's checkpoints, too, that don't deduct from our saves. Nice. All right, so rotten meat. It's worth like $9. Rotten meat. Meat. Another rotten meat, man. You weren't kidding. This guy's serving some dubious stuff. $10 cleaver right there. Probably take that. Let's get into the next room, possibly. It is impossible to break. Okay, so we're going to have to... Hostile characters may notice missing items in their home. Sometimes it's better to give up stealing... Oh... I did not know that he was home right now. Our character's a bad... We're not a burglar, then. So, like, in real life... A burglar does not break into your house while you were there. That's a home invader, and that's a completely different criminal profession. A burglar stakes the place out, knows your schedule, and wants nothing more than to be out of that place and out of your hair by the time you get home. He doesn't want to hurt anybody. He doesn't want to harm anybody. He is simply there to steal. However, a home invader, that's somebody that comes into your house knowing full well... Oh, don't do that. Okay, that's too loud. Is he going to sit there the whole time? Okay, he's not going to sit there the whole time, but he does have a routine. So, like, if we wait this out, I think we can rob... Oh, we've already stolen more than $75. Yeah, but I'm greedy, though. I feel like being greedy is the natural benefit of the thief. It looks like the sound is confined to, like, altitude as well. There we go. So we've got a Party Unity cologne. That reminds me, I was at the store the other day. Official underpants. I'm going to steal them just in the off chance that I need some official underpants in order to, I don't know, infiltrate a place or something. Okay, so we need this key. We got the key. Let's get out of the room real quick. Oh, that was a close one, dude. He almost saw us. Yeah, he noticed something unusual, but he didn't, like, take to it. Can I get into this room over here? Okay, chest of drawers is unlocked. He's got more official underpants. If I had lockpicks, I'd probably give that a go. It seems like a bit of a booby trap, though. Oh, there's a letter over here. Let's go read the letter. What does the letter say? Bobby, the delivery of meat products are delayed again. My counters are almost as empty as the pit in the garden. Either you people get me 24 meat carcasses before dawn, or I will need to find new suppliers. Try to find fresh meat. The smell of dead meat is starting to hurt my business. Isn't all meat kind of like dead meat, though? Suppose I could steal the beer on the way by. If we really wanted to be a baller, we could try to steal out of that guy right there. Yeah, that sound radius is a little bit large. I wonder if we have the ability to come back later. Lard. Pile of clothes. All right. Just steal what you can. Oh, there's money on the table too, dude. Oh, they're trying to make me get super greedy in here. There's just like 10. I don't even need to fence that. There's just 10 bucks right there. Oh, you got to be a smooth operator to make that happen, though. So if I'm correct, we can hang out in this corner and we won't get seen. I was watching the pattern, and with the way he turns, I think we can hang out in this corner. I saved, so I'm going to test it here. Maybe I saw it wrong. Okay, so I was watching the pattern here, and I'm pretty sure I can stand over here and he won't see me. The thing is, I've got to be pretty aggressive about grabbing the money, I think. Where does he look when he goes back this way? Okay. So I say we go over here, and we get kind of like right in this corner, right? And from this corner, I think I can snake that money. I may be getting way overly greedy right here. But, like, if we're going to be a thief, let's be a thief, man. Oh, he notices that the money is gone. That's okay. That's okay. I don't know if we had a perk or something right there that saved us from him seeing us. Like, it looked like we did, like, a duck move. What was that? So, concentration. When breaking difficult locks, break in, pick. I lost something right there when he did that ability. So your noise level during the next break-in is halved. Oh, the lard actually has utility. It does stuff. Okay, well, let's get the money out of the cash register. A light indicator is your level of stealth. Oh, no, dude, he came downstairs. There was a quest trigger. He came downstairs and noticed all the meat was gone. Well, if it had told me, he's going to reset, but the alarm level is definitely up right now. He's going to come in here and check, right? We appear to be hidden behind cover. He can't see us. Okay, we're all good. We're all right. All right, let's go break into the cash register. There's a newspaper right there that might give us some current events. There's a bunch of rotten vegetables, a bunch of rotten meat. I don't even know if we want all that stuff. Man, this is a long job right here. Where'd the cop go? He's just patrolling the block now, I think. Okay. The good news is all of our progress is saved on breaking into this stuff if we leave it and come back because we have to take cover or whatever. So all right, 52 bucks. We made ourselves like what, $200 on this robbery? Very nice. And we're already out the door. Let's get out of here. I don't know what that cop's going to do, but we need to hop that fence. We need to get back to our people. We got to get back to, we got to get back to the do you hear the people sing kind of quarter of town. We got to have like a little childlike street pickpocket friend named like Gavroche or something. Is that guy dead? That guy looks dead, my dude. Is he dead? Oh, he's got bugs and rats on him, bro. I think he didn't make it. All right, looks like we have an evac point over here. So I'm going to get us out of here, and let's like see how we get to apply this money. Is it just like a score, or does the money actually allow us to buy things? And does it allow... Oh, we're developing skills over here, so we got better at rough break-ins like strong arms. We got better at pickpocketing. We got better at thieving. So chances are we probably actually want to exercise our skills as much as we possibly can. It looks like there's also collectibles and things that are sort of like encouraging you to get off the beaten path. It does look like we get access to violence later on, so we can actually become a home invader, like somebody that comes up in your house and like they don't want to hurt you, but if you notice what they're doing, they will knife you. You know what I mean? So somebody that's ready to do what it do. What else we got going on over here? We've got... Let's continue. Yeah, complete the mission. I want to see, what do we use the money on?
My first outing was surprisingly successful. Now, I can live for a few more days without annoying thoughts about hunger and death. Half a year ago, I worked as a technician at a factory. I was an exemplary family man and an activist, and my head was full of shit. Slogans, chants, patriotism, and willingness to give my life for the good of the state. In general, I lived in blissful ignorance. But one ridiculous mistake, and my whole world collapsed. Suspicion of subversion and espionage, daily interrogations, suspicious looks from others. It was only thanks to chance and good characteristics that I was able to avoid prison, but this did not save me from being fired with the lifelong stigma of unreliable element. All my slogans and chants were shattered, barely colliding with the reverse side of our state. I lost everything. My job, apartment, and status. That's when Carl came into my life. Thanks to him, I was able to get back on my feet and somehow adapt to life in the slums. So, unexpectedly for myself, I embarked on the path of a thief.
All right, so we've gained our first perk point. What can we do with said perk point? Our thief mastery. So it looks like the fewer mistakes you make during a robbery, the faster your skills will grow. That's an interesting system. So like your XP catches a nerf for if you do it wrong basically and get caught. What does this do right here? So flair for profit. Thief vision additionally indicates the presence of valuables in the pockets of characters or inside furniture. We also have Thieves' Luck. Once or on each robbery, Jack may find a little more useful items, drugs, tools, ingredients. I think I'd like to know where the good stuff is at. What is this right here? Oh, these are other perks that we already have. So we have Contract with the Devil. You can save the game during heists an unlimited number of times. We've got Factory Worker. At the end of every robbery, you put your tools in order and restore their durability. Does not affect complex electronics and completely broken things. Cool. Yeah, I'd like the valuable vision, please. Valuable vision sounds great to me. I want to know where the goodies are at. We've got all of our stuff. So let's find a place to sell it all off. We cleaned that guy out, didn't we? It looks like there's lootable things in my own house, too. Ooh, a handicraft lockpick. From the loading screens, I know that there's a crafting system in the game as well. We're going to get a workbench at some point, and we're going to be finding random odds and ends that we can make thieving tools with, too. So the game seems to be coming together in a pretty solid way, in all honesty. I'm curious how many people were on the team that made this game, because after playing the first level, the control feels nice so long as you're okay with real-time RTS controls. The voice acting could use a little bit of work, but I'm guessing it's a low-budget game, so who really cares there? The artwork is serviceable. Where it matters, though, in the art design of the actual in-game gameplay portions of the game. It looks good. It feels good. The camera feels nice. It's already got the perfect level of pan for a slow level or a slow paced game like this. I don't need to adjust it already. Carl, what's up, bro? Hello, Jack. I see you're not empty-handed. What's that smell? You stink worse than usual. I visited the butcher last night. You know what he sells. Yeah, who doesn't know? His shop stinks of rotten stuff for half a block. Since we're talking, you want to take another walk? Why today? There was a rumor the Slaughterhouse workers are going to be sent on work on the improvement of the Peace Square. Soon we'll have Unity Day, and preparation for the celebration is in full swing. You understand what I'm getting at? Not quite. This evening, almost the entire block of slaughterhouses is going to be empty. Get into the first house you see and take what you want. Wonderful. That's right, but after all, they live almost poorer than we do. They have nothing to take. I wouldn't say that. A mangy sheep is good for wool. However, it's still going to be dangerous. Therefore, I want to show you a trick to distract your opponents. He pulls out a homemade bomb. It's a pepper bomb. My own invention. Not really a bomb, but more like a petard. If it hits you in the face, it's going to hurt. Oh, so it's like the ninjas, dude. Ninjas used to do the same thing. They would use a pin to put a hole in an egg, and they would drain out the yolk, and they would drain out the white, and then they would fill it with glass glitter, and they would throw it at your face if you started to turn to look at them, and it would hit you in the face and cover your face and your eyes with powdered glass. It's not hard to make these. If you want, I can teach you. It's going to cost you $50, or you can do me a favor. I'll do the favor. Deal. All right, so I need 2 portions of pepper, scrap metal, and a can of tinned food. Be sure to eat half the tinned food. You're going to need your strength for an accurate throw. Leave the other half in the can for a better stickiness. You can always use my workbench and tool to make the petards. The workbench is in the shed. It's just opposite of us. Okay. But remember that the petards are an easy way to solve problems. If you use them too often, it's going to hinder your thieving abilities. It never hurts to throw pepper in a patrolman's face once. Thanks, Carl. All right. You bring anything for sale? Oh, he's my fence, too. Okay. Yeah. I can sell stuff to him. Yeah, sell all the unnecessary stuff, and anything that's not usable for, like, a crafting recipe we'll hold on to. Those all have durability on them, so maybe I'll store them for later, just in case I need them. You never know when there's going to be a drought. Like, anything that has utility, I'll probably hold on to. What can I buy? So, a lockpick is $6. I'll take one of them. He's got pepper bombs, food stamps, hot pepper. I see what they mean by the lard. So the lard is a item that gets used up like a consumable whenever you decide to break a lock, because you're coating the lock in lard to make it clink less while you're working on it or while you're breaking it. Is that a real thing that old thieves and footpads used to do? I went down a fascinating rabbit hole one time about thieves in Rome. So not just thieves in Rome, but what homeowners would do in Rome, because there wasn't really like, so there was law enforcement, but you know, it's prehistory, like everything is kind of corrupt and nasty. So there's law enforcement, but kind of like unreliable law enforcement, right? They're just more like the thugs that break into your house and like the thugs that you call to like arrest people and whatnot, kind of all have their own connections, and you have to work inside that system. And so homeowners really took it on themselves to have like bodyguards and their own security and like different methods they would use to keep people out of their homes and from stealing from them. Everything from locks to kind of booby traps to kind of hired guards. And I really got into reading about like what thieves would do in order to get into people's houses, and like this back and forth cat and mouse game between like homeowners in Rome and people trying to break into their homes and all the different techniques they would develop in order to one-up each other. So we need another scrap metal for that to work. For now, though, I can make a lockpick. Oh, there's another scrap metal over there. Well, then. I mean, I wasn't going to throw a pepper bomb in anybody's face. Like, it just felt like... I tend to err on the side of just being sneaky. So, why throw the pepper bomb, you know what I mean? Like, pepper bomb kind of feels like leaving evidence that I was there. I would prefer to kind of like leave things untouched. Ooh, yeah, some food stamps I found in the toilet. Nothing like a nice smattering of dookie to really make your food-related WIC card, your Cal Fresh card, slide a little bit easier. All right, let's see here. So that's, yeah, but can I store stuff in it? So it's not letting me store stuff on shelves or anything. So like what I wanted to do is I wanted to store all of my loot inside of a crate or something somewhere, but it won't let me open the crates. It just says that they're empty and there's nothing inside. I tried opening this up to see if it gave me like another thing over on the right-hand side or below that would allow me to transfer inventory, because weight is clearly a concern in this game. I don't want to carry all this stuff around with me all the time. Yeah, I feel like this should open up an inventory menu right here, and it should allow me to deposit stuff inside. I've got a couple different cabinets and things in my house, but I can't seem to use them. I don't know, maybe I'm stupid and I just don't know how it works. We've got, apparently, a Dear John letter. Our girlfriend broke up with us because we no longer have equitable work at a factory. What I'm going to do is I dropped an item on the ground inside of my workshop, and I'm going to see if it's still there after I transition zones. I'm going to sell him that. I suppose I'll sell him the extra crowbar. Oh no! Can I buy back? Looks like I can. All right, so now that I've managed my inventory a little bit, it looks like there's people all over town. I'm guessing we can talk to them to get lore dumps and also to learn about other heists and things like that. It looks like there's vendors over here too. So it looks like you probably want to pan through town and do your own version of knowing the lay of the land, effectively being streetwise. But I want to see what the map transitions look like and where that takes us in the greater confines of the game. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. I can see what they're going for here. Slaughterhouse block. There are 2 to 4 dogs. There are no safes. There are no steel doors. Oh, I have a general universal inventory. Okay. So that's how it works. I have a universal inventory. Yeah, do that and let me save a number of times. So yeah, it looks like we have a universal inventory when we're at home, and that has infinite space. And then we just grab the thing. That explains the question that I had. My concern has now been dispelled. Well done, developer. Steal 120 bucks. All right, let's take a... Oh, this place seems pleasant. I love the graphical stylings of this game. This really takes me back to when I was a kid in high school. Like in the 2004, 2005 years, where everything kind of looked like Silent Storm, or it kind of looked like Jagged Alliance. The game's got a very nice art style to it. I definitely think they got the detail in where it matters. Dogs can sell you from afar. They will bark. It raises people's attention. You can examine the dog through your action menu. So they can smell me from... I wonder if they can smell me inside the house. I kind of have questions about how this is going to go down. But let's give it a try, because we can restart the mission at any time, so it doesn't really matter. Let's get up here. And on this side... It doesn't look like he smells me through walls, because he did not smell me right there. So we're probably good here. We just got to duck him. There's nothing that I can really do with windows. So I think we are going to be somewhat reliant on our ability to get in. Wait, where was the door at to this shack? Oh, the door's right there. It's behind the boards. Okay. That explains why I can't use a lockpick either. Come on, let's get in here. Hurry it up, my dude. Get this thing done. I want to be inside. Let's go, let's go. All right. Open that on up. Climb on through. Shut it behind me. We are now in the darkness. There are rotten vegetables. There's hot pepper over there. There's a turned off candle. That's okay. I'm turned off during burglaries too. Yeah, it doesn't look like he smells me through walls. That was my worry with the dog. Everything's plundered except the walls. Yeah, it sure seemed like it, don't it? What's that? Scrap metal? Lockpick. Go Go ahead and lockpick that. We need to learn how to lockpick a little bit better and a little bit faster. So, oh, there's a tank over there. You can actually see that this is a world in turmoil. Like, there's, like, battle that's been happening. Okay. What you got for me? A usable whistle, a pile of clothes, vodka. I'll take all of it for now, because until I'm maxed out... Oh, there's a dead guy over here. Doesn't look like I can get anything off the dead guy, though. Alright, well, let's get out the way we came in, I suppose. We'll just hop the fence over here. There we go. In and out. Easy peasy. That's a big beer barrel right there. That's like the beer barrel of destiny. What other houses are there to break into? So we got this one. It looks like the white houses and maybe the gray houses are the ones that we're allowed to get into. Is there a dog over here? I don't see a dog over here. Oh, those houses aren't accessible. Oh, it's a security camera. Oh, that's crazy. There's a secret security camera inside. There's a surveillance network inside the garbage can. Oh, that's just upsetting. That's not gentlemanly. Did the cops care if I'm not, like, in a restricted area and they see me? I'm gonna test it out. What? Okay, so I'm, like, not supposed to be here at all. Gotcha. So I figured since I was on a general purpose street, maybe they would not aggro me. Like, because I'm just in, like, I'm in a public common right now. So I figured maybe they wouldn't care. But maybe we're out after curfew, and that's the explanation. So we've got a whistle, attracts the attention of others for a long time, and it can be used once per robbery. Oh, so that's like a little relic that we can use to kind of, like, guide people around. I think we're going to need to be behind this house, is my thought. Let's kind of move a little bit more quickly. Felicia, she does not pose a threat. Does she talk? She does. Have you been walking here for a while? Did you see a yellow envelope? I have not. What a pity. I haven't been able to find it for over an hour, although I'm sure I dropped it somewhere near here. If you see it, bring it back to me. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's maybe not be near the security camera, though. Luckily, we had our back turned, so we can't be ID'd, but still. Easy difficulty lock right here, and this is one of our targets. Can I look through the window? Can we peep or peer? We can. Even better. Okay, so we've got a guy right there. He's walking around. He is a citizen. Technically, we can lockpick him. I wonder if his awareness goes down while he's laying in bed. Since we don't know his pattern yet, I'm just going to case the joint. I'm not really trying to get myself into trouble here. It looks like there's also like a tall scaffold right there with a crowbar on it. We can climb the ladder, so there's a top floor we can mess around with too. Okay. I don't know what this is, like some kind of workhouse? Like it's got a multi-toilet over there. I don't know what it's supposed to be. Then again, the level of poverty here may be somewhat indiscernible. Okay. Break that open real quick. We got somebody coming down the stairs. Stop, please. We'll continue peering through a window. So we've got a secondary patrol right here that I was not aware of, so that's actually really good information to be known. Let's go ahead and continue breaking in. Whatever progress I can put out. You don't want to wake him up, though, because the radius went all the way to the bed. I love the fact that we don't have a time limit. Like, games like this typically give you a time limit, like the sun is coming up or whatever. I love the fact that this game just allows me to operate at my own discretion, like as slowly, as low, and as quiet as I want to without a time limit. Just absolutely adore that facet of the game. It looks like it had like a par for the course score when we finished the mission where it was counting how long it was going to take us. But that's okay. I don't care about pars. I just care about being able to operate at my own speed. If it affects the amount of stars we get at the end, the stars don't seem to be linked to anything other than like personal satisfaction with a job well done. So like, that's fine. That's totally okay. I'm going to get this window open, but for right now, this is Gone Rogue. I'm impressed by it. This is a good little thieving RPG. I'm excited about playing it more. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so that you don't have to. Today, we were playing around with Gone Rogue. Tomorrow, we'll be playing around with something else. Thank you for spending your time with me. And I think that's about all I've got. Bye, folks.